I don't know what it is tonight, but for some reason my whole car has decided to shrink right into the camera. And I'm having to recline this seat right back like it's some weird reclining situation. I guess that's what happens when you're talking about sexy Italian cars. Everything leans to lean right back. It's a Ferrari, the big red cars. Good evening, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So tonight I caught the latest film from director Michael Mann called Ferrari. This film stars Adam Driver, Penélope, Cruz, Shailene Woodley. It's got a lot of people in it, and it tells the story of Enzo Ferrari. Now, this bloke was the founder of Ferrari, yes, that famous company with that famous car with the famous horse on it. This is based on a 1991 biography. Enzo Ferrari, the man, the cars, the races, and the machine. And it was by a motorsports journalist by the name of Brock Yates. So this film basically tells the personal and professional struggles of Enzo Ferrari during a pinnacle time in his life in 1957, where he really was in a bit of strife. His personal lives were coming together. He had a mistress on the side of having a wife. His mistress and him have had a child with his wife. They are mourning the loss of their child. Also, his company is in the brink of possible bankruptcy. The financial control of the business currently sits with his wife and himself, but there needs to be some wheeling and dealing done in order for deals to happen. And he's had a few deaths during the trials of trying to get this, all of his drivers and his cars set for this really, really important race that takes place over 1,000 miles through the countryside. So, yes, you have Adam Driver playing this guy. You've got Penelope Cruz playing his wife, who is amazing, Shailene Woodley, who is probably the most miscast person in this film. And you have some amazing direction from director Michael Mann. This has been a passion project of his since the 1960s, when he saw this amazing Ferrari while he was studying in London, and he was obsessed with these cars from the very moment that he saw one. In 1993, I think he tried to get this film off the ground. It never really happened. It's had people like Christian Bale attached, Hugh Jackman attached. And now we have this film. Robert De Niro was attached at one stage. And now we have this film with Adam Driver. So what would I say about this film? Well, if you're going and expecting a lot of things to do with racing cars and featuring cars and lots of that sort of gear, you're not going to get it. What you are going to get is certain key scenes, some very, very confronting car crashes, and lots of Adam Driver doing a pretty good Italian accent, and Shailene Woodley doing an accent that I'm not really sure where she's from, and Penelope Cruz giving an amazing performance. But really, when does she not? So for me, Penelope Cruz was the standout. She's amazing as Lara, the downtrodden wife, the long-term partner of Enzo. Patrick Dempsey makes it a really surprising performance. I was very surprised when I saw him pop up in this film, and he's really good as one of the drivers and long-term friends of Enzo as well, and he puts in a really good performance. So I don't have a huge interest at all in Ferrari or in car racing. I don't understand why anyone would want to do what they do, because it seems quite crazy and very dangerous. And these cars, of course, we're talking about cars in the 1950s, so they don't have roll cages, they don't have the sophisticated suspension, all the things. If you flip into one of these cars, you're dead. First and foremost, that's it. See you later, bye-bye head, you're over there, body's over here. That's just how it works. So, really high pressure, high octane stuff. For me, this was first and foremost a drama, and that's fine. But I feel like films such as Senna, okay, so the great Senna documentary that came out, a fair few years ago now, which deals with a driver in a car and his experiences of being on the track and what psychology things were going on and thoughts and so on and so forth. And we really got into what Ayrton Senna's life in the car was like and built his character up so much that when tragedy did inevitably strike, it really had an impact on you as a viewer. I kind of feel like this film is still, it doesn't have the engaging impact that I think it probably wanted to have. And I'm trying to work out where Michael Mann's obsession is with the car, which is what was his initial driver, or with the mechanics behind the man who created the car and founded the company. Because he was quite, complicated is probably a word, but I'm trying to sort of get to the guts of why the story of Ferrari and it coming into this popular culture. Is this the time that we should be focusing on? Or is there some other pinnacle moment that we went, okay, this is it. This is where, it all happened. And this is where it became, so popular in the pop, in the culture world. So I'm still trying to piece that together, and I guess the relevance of this film in total. So performances are good overall. Certainly Penélope Cruz, as I mentioned. Adam Driver does a good job in this film. It's very beautifully shot and lensed, and Michael Mann obviously knows how to direct a film. One of my favourite films is Last of the Mohicans, which was one of his great films with Daniel Day-Lewis. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So yeah, there's good things to like about this, but it just depends again if you're willing to invest in a big drama, and whether or not you're ready to invest in a film about that. Don't go in expecting lots of car races, because you won't get it. But be prepared that there is some extremely shocking car accidents that occur. So for me, Ferrari, the Michael Mann film, I would probably give 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure I'll watch it again, but at the time I thought it was quite fascinating and expertly directed. There's some beautiful, beautiful scenery in this film, just beautifully shot, and real locations, real things, looked great. So from that point of view, it feels real, which is lovely. There it is. All right. Hope you all have a wonderful night and drive safely. Thank you.